You guys are live streaming on the internet, so you need to be on your best behavior. Grade 11s, the whole world is watching. You're on a live stream on YouTube. Remember to keep your space, separate yourselves. There's still some seats in the front. There's some seats in the front. Don't be shy. Remember, the whole world is watching. There's already 31 people on our live stream. They are watching you.
My God. I have the worst seat. I am the second. You're looking down, it's just echo. Imagine me, I'm looking down. My life.
There's a tangible sense of anticipation in this room. I can't remember it being this much fun. I'm just going to wait another minute or two because we advertised our time as a few minutes' time. So you just need to take a deep cleansing breath and enjoy the moment. Good afternoon and welcome to all the grade 11s that have managed to join us here today. Thank you to the Green Group pupils for making the effort to come in. Welcome to everyone who's joined us from home. 176 people so far. We welcome you to this afternoon, Alex, and of course welcome to all of the classes who are sitting in their class venues from period 11 who are also part of the live stream. So leadership is one of those things. It's a life skill, but like playing football or riding a bike, it's a thing you can learn to do. Some people are innately better than others, but like all skills, it's a skill that can be developed. So it's about practice. It's about watching good leaders lead, learning from mistakes that other people make, and of course, making your own mistakes. So today is really about the elected few. So as a group, the grade 11s have been through a voter education program in their guidance classes. They have hopefully understood the democratic process and they have cast their votes for who they think from their year group would be able to adequately represent them. But the student leaders are not the only leaders. All of you as matrics will be part of our leadership team for next year. As I'm sure you've seen, everyone who's in grade 12 is allocated duties and form part of the team. And we need you to take on that role of leadership with both hands. It'll be easy for you to say, oh, well, nobody has faith in me to be a student leader, therefore I'm going to opt out. And of course, that's the worst case scenario. We want you to practice your leadership skills during the year, to make mistakes, to learn from them, because all of you are going to take up a leadership position again in your life. You may be part of a family, it may be part of your work environment, but you're going to have to lead. And we believe it's our very important duty here at school to help you build your skills. So if you're on the list of people who get to walk across the stage today, that's something. It says something about what people see in you in terms of the values. It says something about people who know you and still voted for you because they know you from grade 8, they know your weaknesses, and they know your strengths. If you didn't get voted for, you could be the next one on the list that wasn't made into a student leader. So you could be just a few votes away from someone who was. But that doesn't mean that you're suddenly a less capable leader or somehow second class. It just is the way it ended up. We have a certain size grade group, and we can only pick a certain number of people to fill these student leader roles. So it's really important that you know that we need you as part of our leadership team at Alex. You are mentors, you are examples, you are role models. The rest of the school are going to be looking at you and to you for your leadership, for your guidance, and for your example for the next 12 months. And in that time, everything you do will be emulated. So whether you do good things and that gets copied, great. Or if you do lots of good things and that gets copied, well, that's not so good. But always know that the way you treat people, the way that you behave, you are going to be the matrix of Alex for 2021, and that is a very important role. So I think it's important for you to understand all of those aspects. In terms of how we view leadership, it's not some elevated post where you get put up on a pedestal and everyone has to worship the ground you walk on and throw rose petals down as you come down the corridor and bow and scrape. Because in some schools that I've taught at, that is how the student leaders are viewed and portrayed. At Alex, we want you to be a servant leader. So what that means is that you lead with your heart. The people that are in the school are your responsibility as much as they are mine. And so you should always put them first. So whenever you're acting in your role as a senior or as a student leader, your work is always to put the thoughts and the feelings and the emotions of the people that you're dealing with at the front of your decision-making process. So when someone is doing something wrong, breaking the rules, and you yell at them and call them names and belittle them or embarrass them in front of people, they may stop doing that thing wrong, but your relationship with them is of no use after that. It's of no value because they won't respect you. So when people do things wrong, you need to ask them about why they're doing it, try and understand the reason why, and try and help them to understand why that rule is in place, because they may not have thought it through, and guide them to a better place, lead them to a better place. Whenever there are resources available, the student leaders get last and the seniors get second last, because we put everyone else before ourselves. We serve. We work really hard for a whole year, and that makes Alex a better place. So I'm going to get into the beginning of the Assembly's script. I want you to bear in mind how very important this work is, whether you get called up or not. So currently the matrics are writing their preliminary examinations, and they are absent from school life. They're not coming to class anymore. And so now we're going to make the announcement of the 2021 student leaders. I'm going to ask Mrs. Woods to congratulate you without shaking your hand on the far side of the stage. The first task I'm going to undertake is to announce the head student leaders. So I'm going to ask each of our current head student leaders to come up one at a time, to open an envelope on the table on my left. They're going to leave the badge on the table. They're going to bring the name inside the envelope to the podium. They will do the announcement, and then that person will come up. I will spray the badge so that it is sterilized, and then they'll be able to pick it up. Unfortunately, this year they have to pin it on themselves, and then they will take their seat at the front here, and the outgoing 2020 head student leaders will then move off the stage to my left. Please remember that it's not the applause that we are going to undertake for each of these appointments is not an expression of your enthusiasm for that person. It is an expression of your congratulatory feelings towards them and your respect for the role. So it's really inappropriate for you to scream and yell and to be inappropriate. You're welcome to applaud with enthusiasm, because you should all be very excited. These are your choices. These are your votes. And so these are your people that you have chosen. So if I can ask you now, and then I'll remind you again before we announce the rest of the student leader group, to be very considerate and to applaud evenly. So I now call upon the head and deputy students to hand over leadership to the 2021 head students. So I'm going to first of all ask the 2020 head girl, Tamika Carlser, please would you come up and announce our head girl for 2021 and invest her with her badge of office.
The head girl for 2021 is Mahin Kaka.
Now call upon our 2020 head boy, Nathan Van As. Please announce the name of our 2021 head boy and invest him with his badge of office.
The head boy, your head boy, of 2021 is on this page. Please welcome to the stage, Evangelos Bassett.
Call upon the 2020 Deputy Head Boy, Mhlali Janikwe, to announce the successor and invest him with his badge of office.
The Deputy Head Boy for 2021 is Jaden O'Connor.
And I call upon the Deputy Head Girl, Nesreed Peterson, to announce the successor and invest her with her badge of office.
Your 2021 Deputy Head Girl is Taslyn Carlson.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to the four of you. We're now going to announce the student leaders for 2021. They need to come up on the flag side. Ms. Woods will acknowledge you. There are going to be 5 at a time, so you need to spread yourselves across the front of the stage, socially distant. And then we'll ask you to sit down again, and we'll call up the next group of 5. Group 1, Kaylee Bezuidenhout. Sorry, you're going to have to read all 5 and then applaud. My apologies. Amber Boerter, Amy Bright, Lauren Kempfer, Erin Kuzain. Congratulations, you may now take your seats. Karma DeLonga, Dylan Joe Duncan, Connor Felix, Catherine Frost, Muiz Frost. Congratulations, you may now take your seats. Carden Human, Zintle Joko, Liam Keach, Cole Murray, Abongile Mbangi. They said no shouting. Congratulations, you may now take your seats. Litlumelo Mkijima, Sinenkosi Mhlonhlo, Husna Moli, Sinegugu Mchekeke, Temili Noki. Congratulations, you may take your seats. Kwenga Kashani, Litle we said none of that. Litle Rulashe, Emma Saunders, Helly Shrieff, Alexa Schroeder. Congratulations, you may now take your seats. Stefan Schubert, Cameron van Heerden, Kilele Walaza, Justin Williams, Reta Bele Zukufa. No shouting, please. Not yelling, thank you. Congratulations, you may now take your seat. All of the new 2021 student leaders must report to the auditorium after this assembly closes to make plans for your student leader camp this weekend. Thank you to everyone who joined us here physically in the hall. Thank you to everyone who joined us on the live stream. We appreciate it. You need to remember now that you may not run up to each other and hug and congratulate and high five. You still have the same protocols in place. There is no physical contact. So you are welcome to spend a few minutes just congratulating each other in the hall, and then you need to leave in a sensible manner and leave the chairs and desks in a straight line because we have an exam here on Monday. Thank you very much.